This video is sponsored by Madison Technologies.
This is a mobile phone tower. And it's one of thousands that connect people all across Australia. From a simple phone call to high-speed internet powering critical communication to...
And some that are not so critical.
Oh. But despite all of this investment, why do we still get crappy reception in some of the most built-up areas? Is it the technology itself, something in the environment, or maybe something completely unexpected? Well, in this video, I'm going to dive into the mystery, hopefully uncover the reasons behind these crappy signals, and try and find some solutions to the issue. No reception in here. Alan, mate. Alan, finally, mate. On the roof. Righto, mate, I'm coming up.
I'm here at Madison's head office in Melbourne, and I'm here to meet Alan, who's apparently got a solution to their woeful signal problem.
So, Alan, what are you installing here to help you get that mobile signal in the building?
Yeah, so what you can see here, they're called donor antennas. So we take what's called the off-air signal, so a signal that's coming from an existing outdoor macro site. We're collecting that signal here, we take that inside, and then we reproduce it.
So what type of materials are actually preventing that outside mobile signal getting into the building?
So tilt panel concrete, it's full of metal reinforcing. And if we go to older buildings, the types of insulation used there might even have metal impregnated in them that makes it really difficult for signals. And then of course the big one.
Wait. Before we get into the material that can cause up to 99.9% of mobile signal loss, I think we need a refresher on why metal is such a nightmare for radio waves.
So this is your typical multi-story car park. And despite there being holes to outside absolutely everywhere, I still only have one 5G bar. And it's because we are encased in concrete. Massive slabs of cement and metal reinforcing that runs through the walls, floor, and roof. And it creates this massive Faraday cage or metal cage, stopping any mobile signals getting in.
But there is one building material that harnesses the power of this effect, and for good reason.
You're living in a Melbourne share house in the middle of July.
So I'm from Norway, but Australian winters have humbled me.
Australian houses are cold.
A place where in the winter your house inside is colder than the outside.
The World Health Organization recommends a temperature of 18 degrees for a safe and well-balanced home. But a study done by the Australian Centre of Housing found that over 80% of houses fall below this threshold. The reason? Australian homes have crap insulation. And this was fine when the cost to heat your house was cheaper than an SMS. But as energy prices started to soar in the early 2000s, so did the need for more efficient building materials. And one of those materials was glass.
Alan, what is e-glass and why is it so bad for our mobile signals?
So e-glass is a modern construction material used in lots and lots of buildings to help with the energy rating. However, because it doesn't allow energy to move one side to the other very well, it also stops our mobile phone signals entering the building.
And the reason for this is a thin layer of metal only microns thick that coat the entire panel of glass, blocking both UV and infrared while still providing plenty of visible light. Which brings us to our mobile signals, which unfortunately are, well, collateral damage.
All right, so, if you see here, David, we've got almost no bars. Here it shows us the available signals from what is outside. You see they fluctuate.
Yeah.
They're not strong, they're constantly changing.
I mean, I'm assuming that's really bad.
The data rate's zero, so
Yeah.
data's unusable.
Well, do you want to go turn on the
Let's go and
repeater
turn it
system?
on. Yeah.
So Alan, this is the commander system and it's really the brains of the whole repeater, yeah? So how does it work?
Yeah, so from outside we bring in off-air donor signals. We bring them into these Nextivity repeater units. From there, they are then distributed throughout our building.
And that's what gives us all of that like 4G, 5G juice, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah.
So from where we were with nothing to when we turn it on, we can really get the benefits of the mobile network.
Should we turn it on?
We should turn it on.
All right, what do we got?
Full bars.
How good is that?
Now we look at our locked onto one signal. Our receive quality is now, neg 71, which is a fantastic signal. Quality's great.
And now we can watch as many goat videos on YouTube as
If
we like.
that's your thing, we can go watch goat videos.
That is definitely my thing.
Fantastic.
So as Australia grows, so does its mobile capacity and its need for more efficient homes. But sometimes at the cost of our beloved goat videos. Here's one here. They're everywhere.
I thought Chris was pulling my leg, but then he showed me where the trams poop out the sand.
Here is where the magic comes in. This is a neodymium magnet that has 15 kilos of pull force.